An NWT mining company is considering what to do after being told to look further into the future with its climate models. Diavik Diamond Mine is still sorting out the details of its closure plan. One of those details has to do with predictions about the future. Specifically, what may happen as a result of climate change in the decades after it completely shuts down. The CBC's Liny Lamberink has more.
A climate model is a computer simulation. They can be used to see what will happen to the world under different degrees of warming. That makes them a valuable tool for big projects, including a diamond mine that's winding down. Diavik has run climate models to the year 2126 in its most recent closure and reclamation plan. But earlier this summer, the WKZ Land and Water Board told the company it needed to go further than 100 years. The decision is being lauded by an expert who's been using climate models for decades.
It blows my mind in a good way that the regulator is asking these questions. Like, the regulator is switched on. This is an important question to ask. How well you can answer it, I think, is interesting, but it is really important that the question is asked.
The data would come with limitations, though. Easterbrook says the further you go into the future, the more unreliable the information becomes. Diavik, meanwhile, says it's considering what to do now. It's required to do what the regulator tells it to. The outstanding questions are when Diavik will update those models and how far they'll go.
Discussions with like our stakeholders and partners are ongoing on this subject in terms of sort of like when and how it's appropriate and best to update that.
Sinclair says Diavik's final position will come out in the next version of its closure and reclamation plan. That's expected to happen in April. Liny Lamberink, CBC News, Yellowknife.